Are you frustrated by accounting in financial statements? If you're given a balance sheet, do you just want to run and hide? Are you intimidated by P&Ls, accruals, amortization, double entry bookkeeping? Good news. I'm not going to get too deep into any of that, but rather, I want to share with you my own frustrations with accounting in financial statements so that you can completely dispel the notion that somehow this is all above your capabilities. As a kid, finance always interested me, so when I was able to look at my grandfather's trust and business documents, I was beyond excited. But yet afterwards, I felt demoralized. Why? Not because the trusts weren't valuable, oh, they were, but I didn't understand something. I knew enough to know that a balance sheet was supposed to tell you what something was worth, but the trust balance sheets left me all sorts of confused. They were all sorts of wrong. In Trust 1, the properties were undervalued, giving a phony equity amount. And in Trust 2, the properties were overvalued, which led to another phony equity amount. The conclusion I reached is accounting is something you do to get the wrong number. What I didn't realize was that these were merely the book or acquisition values. So for my purposes, the owner's equity section of the balance sheets was completely unhelpful in figuring out the information I wanted to know. As a potential heir, I was really interested in what might be coming my way, right? I wanted to know what's in it for me. Now here's the spoiler alert. There was no inheritance. Here's my advice, kids. Diversify your portfolio. But now what should have been there was a footnote that took out the guesswork. There should have been an explanation why the assets were valued this way. In fact, footnotes are often the first thing I look at when reviewing a company's financials. Yet I assumed I was the idiot. I hoped someday my ignorance would be cured. So I looked forward to accounting classes in college. Yet after a short while, I became lost. Why? Well, I remember the day. In order to make double entry accounting work, sometimes you just have to invent out of thin air something called a contra account. That left me a little confused. Accounting is supposed to reflect reality, and now we're inventing a complete fiction? If we can make up stuff on the fly, then do the numbers actually mean anything? What the heck is this? I wondered when I would be taught the real accounting that could actually help me. Well, I did learn it, but it wasn't through a class. It was through running my own business and helping thousands of other business owners get a handle on their finances. The results? These are the 4 things I think everyone who cares about their business or investments needs to know about accounting and financial analysis. Number 1, there are no black and white answers. Accounting is supposed to reflect reality, yet reality is an awfully complicated sort of thing, isn't it? And also, sometimes people want to show you a particular kind of story. For instance, can you ethically manipulate your books to show a high value so that you could obtain optimum financing? The answer is yes, and it's done all the time. And conversely, could you show a lower profits, hence a lower value, to reduce your taxes? Yes, and this too is done all the time. In fact, both things are done so routinely, no one even mentions it. Yet there exists this idea that numbers are the numbers and numbers don't lie. What complete nonsense. Numbers can be the most effective lies. The dirty secret about accounting is that everything is cooked. But as long as you understand the underlying assumptions and the purpose of the books and how they were cooked, the books can be both honest and helpful. Good attorney, a good accountant, a CFO should be able to explain any concept to you in simple language. Number 3, trust your gut. No one should ever be more interested in your business than you. You probably know the right answer. You were just unable to express it in accounting terms. But just because you can't express it doesn't mean you're not right. Number 4, if you can measure something, you can improve it. This is a critical function of accounting. This is why it's so important to understand the underlying assumptions that are cooked into the books. Then you can make meaningful comparisons to see how you are improving and what still needs improving. Bottom line, your books should work for you and not the other way around. But sometimes a business owner needs help getting their books to work for them. Now, for us, we've seen very little difference between a great accountant and a great lawyer or a great CFO. As a tax and business attorney, I actually speak the same language as our accountants and our clients' CFOs. All of us work in concert to characterize and qualify things in order to better represent a narrative that suits our clients' needs the best. So what do you find confusing about accounting? We'd love to see if there's actually a question we can't answer in 100 words or less. So please, if you have a question, leave them in the comments below. We love a challenge. Like and share this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to our channel to stay on top of Tax Reform 2.0 updates. This is Anthony Parent of Parents and Parents LLP. Thank you for watching.